They just wanna see me fall. They just wanna see me crawl. But I'm too lit, y'all. I pick up, I answer the call. Opportunities don't pause, they just move right along. Tell them get out my face. Money coming on the way, I don't got time to wait. They just wanna see me fall. They just wanna see me crawl. But I'm too lit, y'all.
What's up, folks? It's your boy MAXXX'D out here. Hey man, I finally got a podcast set up. So now I get to just really show y'all what I'm doing while I'm doing it without none of the cuts and all of this kind of missed stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we about to step up our game. So right now, we about to get into, we're changing out this this inner bushing that connects your CV axle to your transmission. The bushing in there is worn out and you got a transmission leak. It's usually coming from there. So we about to get in there, change that, and get it back on the road. Oh, I also got to do some wheel alignment on my car. So I'm going to show y'all how to do a real quick, easy wheel alignment. You don't even need to go to the shop, bro. Like, just watch this. So first thing we're going to do is, you know, take our wheels off. I like to loosen my wheel nuts up before I jack the vehicle up a little bit, because for some reason my front wheels turn when I'm trying to do it. So I'm about to just loosen that up. Loosen that up. Next thing we're gonna do is jack up the car. Alright, next thing you want to do is you want to take these nuts off. First you got to take this pin out, this cotter pin out. Just grab one of these and pull that up. Grab this side, pull that up, and squeeze your tabs together so they become one. Hold on. I can get this thing to stop turning on me. There we go. And that comes right out. Next up, you need a 22 millimeter on this. But I'm not going to get to this until we get rid of our brake caliper. So behind here, you got two bolts you want to take loose. Not these caliper bolts, because you're not changing brake pads. So you're not taking those off. You're taking these off. This one and that one right there. And those are both 20 millimeter, I believe. So, we'll do that. Alright, now we're back on here in these back bolts. What I like to do, if you can't get it like that, I used to use my mallet and just break the tension. And once you break the tension, now you can hammer that shit down. That's for us guys who don't have a whole lot of muscle. I got some, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying. Work smarter, not harder, right? And we do the same thing for this bolt down here. See, I got them good karate chops. Them good karate chops, boy. Them karate chops that do it every time. So we boom. Just take that bolt out from down there. You can basically, once it get loose, just start turning it from hand at that point. or I can switch to my quick ratchet, or I just switch to my little quick ratchet and get it with that. But I like to use that breaker bar to break it first, because this little thing ain't gonna do all that for me. People always be driving past here, bro, looking at me, bro. It's like weird. I know I got a nice car and all, but damn, I really don't fix my car up to impress other people. I just like the confidence of driving around in some tight shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas hate on you. Think, oh, this is shit. Alright. Got that one out. This one up here. Oh, before you do this, depress your brakes, man. I forgot about that. Depress your brakes. Take your go inside the hood. Alright, so look. Before you do this, take this off. You want to go inside your hood, take that brake cap off, or your brake fluid. Get a brake clamp and depress these brakes so that when you're putting this back on here, you're not scraping up against the rotor, or it's not hard to put it back on. So I just forgot to do that. I'm about to, before I take this thing off, do that and take this thing off. Alright, anytime you're doing any kind of repair or replacement of brakes or this caliper, you need one of these. You got to have a brake clamp. Alright, so brake clamp works easy. All you do, let me open this up here for a minute. Oh my god, it takes a minute. Put that sucker on the back of there. For me, I gotta open it up all the way. Sucker hooks right on the back of there, and then you tighten it up. I take my brake cap off. Tighten it up, and it'll push your caliper out a little bit. Alright, so do that first before you take this caliper off. And also, you got to get you a bungee cord ready, because you're going to have to hang this caliper from the top of the car, because you don't want it to fall and stretch the brake line out. Hold on. Now you can take your rotor off. Alright. Now you can do that, and that's not stretched out. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to take this center hub off. That's 22 millimeters. I have to remove this whole rotor because I put this rotor on watching one of these YouTube videos, and the lady, and I watched like the professional one. The one looks all professional, like an automotive dealer did it. And the lady told me you can put the rotor on any kind of way, and that was so untrue. So untrue, bro. It has a slot where the speed sensor is supposed to go into in the rotor. And if you put that rotor on any kind of way, you're gonna tear your speed sensor all the way up. You ain't gonna get you're gonna get trouble codes, your wheel lights, your anti-brake lights, all of them lights is gonna stay on. And that's because your sensor ain't installed correctly. So we about to take this, y'all about to get a whole lesson from me today. We about to take this whole rotor off. We about to take the CV axle out, and I gotta replace that bushing in the transmission where the CV axle go to stop this transmission leak. So this is a 3-in-1 video, bro. Sit tight, watch through the whole thing. I might break it up into segments later or something, but if you got time to sit here and watch through the whole thing, you want to get a real one-on-one on how long this stuff really actually takes. All right, so we only been here about 30 minutes and we got to here, so let's go. Oh man, what happened? I think I should have kept the other side on the ground, bro. All right, so we got our wheel hub off. Now I can technically, well, nah, to get this CV axle out, now we got to do these bolts up here. So that's the next thing we're gonna do. But first, before I do that, I think I'm gonna take this rotor out. Yeah, I'm gonna take this rotor out before I do that. So the next thing we're gonna do is take out this wheel hub. All right, so to take this wheel hub out, you got 4 bolts. You got a bolt here, you got a bolt there, and you got the same 2 bolts underneath. You can't see them right here, and it don't matter because the only way to get to them is back here. That's where the bolts are. So we got to get to those bolts, and we got to get it from the back. And the way we do that is we just put a thing in here from the back side, like that. Let me see what size they are. Hold on. All right, so that's a 17-inch bolt behind there. This thing facing me. Let me see if this thing is. All right, that's a 17-inch bolt back there. So, all right. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to turn your wheel to get better access to either side. So I'm about to go turn this wheel. You don't necessarily have to take the bolts all the way out. I like to leave them there when I put the rotor back. I don't have to look for them or line them back up. They can stay in there. But once you pop it, you can just twist it with your fingers like I'm doing, and you can see the bolt going back. You want to make sure you get them all the way out, or the rotor won't come out. Make sure you get them all the way out of the wheel hub. You can hang this thing up here somewhere. Alright, I got the wheel hub off. We're going to set that to the side and line that up like it's supposed to go while we work on this CV axle. Let's go. Alright, next up, we want to remove these 2 bolts. So you're going to need two 19mm bolts. Shit. That ain't gonna work. Oh, it's starting to rain, folks. So I gotta go. Alright, so I had to take a break because It rained on me. So here we go again. Alright. So I had to start over again, guys, because it rained on me. So now let's get back to it. Oh, hope I didn't lose nothing in the process of picking up and bailing out. I know I need 2 of these and I only see 1. Hopefully because the other one is still on there. So let's get back to it. I need this, I need this. And what we got here is this a 19? No, that's not a 19. So that's not a 19. We'll put our 19 back. This 13/15 fits pretty fine on there. And I need another one. Let's take that out. And I need another. What is this? 13/16 again. Alright, so we'll use those 2. And we got to get to getting this nut out. Oh shit. Do not want water on my electrical cord. Oh shit, we got water all up in there, bro. Make sure you clean this shit off. Clean this shit off before you mess with some stuff. You don't want no water in there, bro. Alright, let's get to work. And before we had a problem taking this thing off, but let's hope we don't have that problem now. Still having a problem. So what I'm gonna have to do is knock this bolt loose. With my trusty mallet. Shit. Knock this baby loose with my trusty mallet. And now we shouldn't have no problem with the torque wrench, because I don't want to stress my torque wrench out trying to get a bolt off. We got that, we good. Now, I don't know what happened to my gloves, y'all, but now I'm just gonna pull this loose. Just make sure my bolts is in there. I'm just gonna pull this loose. You don't necessarily got to get the tie rod or none of that stuff out. Just gonna pull that loose. And now we got 2 bolts back here. You don't see that? Yeah, 2 bolts back there. We gotta get. All right, back here we got 2 16-inch bolts that we gotta take off. Right there and on the other side. Make sure you put your drip pan up under here, because you're going to get some transmission fluid come out when you take the CV joint out. Alright. Now, with those two bolts removed, man, I wish I had some gloves, but I don't. I'm just manning it right now. Pull that out. Look under there, you're gonna get some drippage. Look at where it's dripping at. Center that up. We got. Now, since I am not replacing this, I'm just pulling this out enough so that I can get under the car and put that new seal in there. So we're gonna let that drain out for a minute. While that's doing that, I got some work to do on these shocks. But actually I got some work to do on this tie rod. So this tie rod, my toe was going out. I needed to come in. So to put my toe in, I want to tighten that way, in the clockwise direction. Toe out is counterclockwise. So first thing I gotta do is bust this nut. So let's get my first thing I gotta do is bust this nut. And this is a, no, it's not a 3/4. It's not an 18. So I'm gonna need some other tools for this. Because what I'm gonna need is an adjustable wrench. One of these. I'm gonna need one of these. I'm gonna need two of these actually. I thought I had two of them. Yeah, I do. Here we go. I'm gonna need two of these. Two of those bad boys right there. And then we go into here. Oof. Go into here and hook these babies on up. So this one you want to put on there. I'm about to just hook that up in there so that can kind of stay flush right there. And then we're going to take this one to break the bolt with. Alright. And with that said, where's my baby mallet? I don't even know which side this is supposed to turn, I think. I'm pretty sure it turns this way, but I can't do this yet because I ain't got my stuff hooked up. Alright. So we cannot do that yet. Alright, time out on that. Alright, so now we're going to go under here and mess with this drain plug. I mean, not the drain plug. I forget what you call this thing, man. It's the bushing that goes into the transmission. And it looks like that. So we got to replace that because that's where our leak is. These are the two tools you're going to need. And actually you're going to need a, let's find us another, you're going to need probably one of these too. Or maybe a shorter one. A shorter one might do. Because you got to tap the thing in with this. So let's put all this stuff down here. Unless I need my goggles in case you get some splashage. Always wear your safety goggles. You don't want no transmission fluid, nothing like that leaking in your eyes. So let's go. Let's see what we got. About done with the leaks. And our seal is right there. I need to pull my CV axle out, y'all. You can't do this with the CV axle in there. You actually got to pull this CV axle out. Or, yeah, let's pull the CV axle out, all the way out. You gotta pull the CV axle all the way out. Lost a brake pad, that's alright. We'll get it back. Damn it. Shit don't want to come out. That's why they said to take that knuckle off, but it's alright, we got it. Now let's take our axle out. Damn, bro, this sucker ain't no joke. Alright, come on, buddy, come on, buddy, come on. Be careful, don't rip no boot or nothing like that. You don't gotta do that. Alright, so with our CV axle out, now we can come under here and investigate. Hit my camera on something, did that mess it up? No. Alright, where we at? So our seal is over here, over on that side. And to see it, you can't really see it. You definitely can't see it with the camera. See if I can give y'all some light or something up in here. No, I don't want that. Bear with me one second, just see if I can give y'all some light. Alright, so I ain't got no light. So, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But, my thing is right there. My thing is right there. You want to hit that with a screwdriver. Got to get it out with a screwdriver. So I ain't gonna be able to show y'all this part really. Or maybe I can. Let's see. Oh. Ah, that's great. Drop my screwdriver in the transmission fluid. How wonderful is that? Alright, y'all. I don't want to mess my camera up. But basically, you got a seal in here. You got to pop that out with a screwdriver. Put the other seal in and tap that in with a socket on the side so that you don't break the seal. I don't know how I'm gonna have to jack this up more, I think, to get to it and really do this, because I can't see myself doing it with it just jacked up how it is now. So I'm gonna have to get this done, y'all, and unfortunately I don't know if I'll be able to take a video of it, but y'all get the gist of what needs to happen. Ah, shit. Alright, so I got my wheel hub on here. I gotta tighten these up. We got all that back in there, and I have no more suspension leaks. All that's back in there. Next, we do this tie rod. I'm gonna turn this a whole way to the right because this thing is all the way open-toed. So here we go. Alright, that's on there. Now let's get to this tie rod. Alright, put the rotor back on, put my caliper back on. I can lose that. Where's my light at? There's my light. I hate doing this, bro. I hate doing this. I hate messing with brakes. Taking the whole rotor off. I ain't got nowhere to hang my light. It sucks. I need somewhere to hang my light. I don't know why these threads act like bitches when you try to put them back in, bro. I don't understand why these threads act like bitches when you try to put them back in. I'll tell y'all right now, Nissan Maximas is the hardest cars to work on. These cars literally suck, bro, to work on. So all we want to do is get the caliper on. Our friendly freaking Nissan don't want to listen. Which don't make sense, bro. I took the bolts out of here. Why won't they go back in there? I don't know. This shit is a piece of... Where's my, what is these back here? Is these 17s? No. This is that damn 19 inch, I think. No. It's not that either. problem. Finally, I got some grip. Finally got some grip. I'm not sure which ink it is. Oh, once you get one in, then they all want to go. Once you get one in, they all want to go. Alright, pause. Well, that's it. Everything's put back together. Now we put her back down.
They just wanna see me fall. They just wanna see me crawl. But I'm too lit, y'all. I pick up, I answer